I've had dreams since we last recorded.
Wet dreams?
That can stay in. So, what a wonderful start. Are we boring? I'll come to it. Well, if I'm having wet dreams about Joel Ward, that's a bit strange, isn't it? Because we all dream of a team of Joel Wards. Number 1, Joel Ward. Number 2, Joel Ward. Number 3.
No, I'm not doing all the way to 11.
Oh, boo. And on the bench, Joel Ward.
That was their best song in the tube.
Yeah,
and then they went quiet after they got out of the tube. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, well, for reference...
A bit like with the game.
Yeah,
very disappointed.
I didn't mind it. We won. So, yeah, for reference, we went to the Arsenal-Palace game quite a few weeks ago now, but Palace fans on the way to the ground in the tube, very, very good. Very, very funny.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah.
Second again.
West Ham fans sang that last season, although West Ham fans are still the best fans that I've come across away from home when they've come to the Emirates. They're some of the chants that they come up with.
Fair enough. See, West Ham,
good.
You are liked. And you are staying up because Wolves have decided they want to focus on the Championship next season. But we'll get into that.
Yes, we will get into that. Yeah, definitely. Before we come to any of that, actually, though. Before. You spoke to me. I'm just not even going to introduce ourselves. We don't need to introduce ourselves. Everyone, they know who we are now. For those that watch us regularly.
For those who are new, look back at the old episodes if you want to know who we are.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. You were speaking to me before we started recording about...
It'd help, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Fair enough, yeah. Speaking to a friend about the podcast.
Yeah.
Who said we're boring, not that.
Yeah.
I really take any offence to it.
No, I didn't take any offence to it.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt. He goes, we've been friends for a long time, and I went to visit him. He's recently relocated, and he said, I love you, but your podcast is boring. When we used to talk about football, we used to talk with oomph. Mm. And he's like, I think it's a bit scripted. And I was like, it's not scripted. I said, Ben has an outline, but it's not scripted. Ben has his outline and asks me questions, and I answer the questions. Yeah. So, but that's his opinion. He's entitled to it. But like I said on here, we're just opinions, aren't we? Like it's not facts. We're just saying how we see it, how we feel. I don't know how I can put more oomph into it. I've arranged a streaker for later, but YouTube will probably take it down. Like they took down your clip of 300,000.
Not YouTube, but I took it off YouTube for that. But Instagram did. Clip
but over 300,000. We should talk about that later as well, because a massive hypocrisy in that one. I don't know, is that on your agenda?
No, it's not. We'll come to it in a minute. Because the only other thing that I wanted to say, I'm going to go full Seymour Skinner, Principal Skinner, and say that, are we out of touch? No, it's the football that's out of touch. Is it because...
No, it is the football that's out of touch. You're not wrong.
Obviously, I know, like, tone, etc., etc. I'm not disputing the fact that we might come across as boring to people. It is what it is, personal opinions. But where you or Matty said that you used to speak about football with a bit more oomph, is that because back in the day, the point that you've made repeatedly, you were more interested in football, whereas today, as much as we enjoy doing this, and more, I guess, because we enjoy speaking to each other about it, and it's a good laugh, you're not as enamoured as you once were with the game.
I still don't think it's as entertaining as it was 10, 15 years ago. I think it's, like I've said before, it's the Godfather for Peter Griffin, isn't it? It insists upon itself. Yeah. And it does. It really, really does. The more I watch it, I'm just like, what is this tosh? Like, you've got almost an hour before the game, 2 hours after the game of all this talk and what they should have done and what they shouldn't have done, and the ex-pros who are pundits who are going, oh, that's poor and that's this and that's that. And you're just like, oh, mate, you're boring. I mean, I know Matt says we're boring, but that's boring. Yeah. I mean, I don't often watch it. Like, I prefer watching football now in a pub where they've got music playing and the commentary's muted, because I get to watch some football and hopefully it'll be decent, and I'll get to listen to some banging tunes. That's much better than listening to, oh, he should have scored from there.
Yeah, if they're playing decent songs.
And again, the amount of emphasis they put on stuff, and they just hype it up so much, make it like it's life and death, and for all intents and purposes, it's just a bit of it's supposed to just be a bit of entertainment for you to escape from your week, have a bit of a release, have a bit of fun. And it's life and death, mate. Like, oh, please.
Do you think the bubble will ever burst? Because it's ever expanding with the amount of TV money. We'll come to it later.
I don't know. Like, they've been saying for years the bubble will burst, but until people stop putting themselves in debt for it, like, we can talk specifically about Arsenal because we're Arsenal fans. Look at the new lines of clothing they have for almost every 4 or 5 weeks, and like, it's not cheap. Like a brand new T-shirt because they've put this design on it, £100. Like, what is that about? Like even a new kit for kids now is you're looking at 120 to 150 quid if you want the full kit.
Yeah.
All right. And then if you want a name on it as an adult shirt, why do you?
Grow up.
Exactly. You're an adult. That's like you're looking at what, 100, over 100?
And that depends then if you're buying the match version shirt or if you're buying the official authentic one or not.
Well, Arsenal on their website I saw yesterday, official signed shirts boxed, £400. Who's buying that stuff?
Obviously, they're selling it, then people are going to buy it based on it.
Yeah.
I do wonder though. The reason why I asked the question about is the bubble going to burst, because I don't think we're alone in the sense. And well, you say it more than I do, but not being as interested as you once were in football. Obviously, you still enjoy watching it, but you don't watch any analysis. I haven't watched any analysis for a few seasons now, unless it's something very, very contentious. Still listen to the odd podcast here and there because some I find quite interesting. Some pundits' views I find quite interesting. But does there then become a point in terms of the bubble bursting, people don't find it interesting enough to just watch at all anymore? Or in terms of fans going to grounds, will they then eventually get priced out? I mean, your everyday fan from 15, 20 years ago probably already are starting to be priced out. But
Especially for the top clubs.
They're approaching or they're targeting a different clientele and they're still getting bums on seats and they're able to charge that much more money.
At the end of the day, especially for the elite, like the top six, it's a business. That's all it is. They don't care about if you're a true fan. They just want someone in there. And to be honest, they'd rather not have what you'd call an active fan. I'd rather someone who's there visiting for a day because they're more likely to spend more money.
Yeah.
Go in the club shop, spend more money there. You know, they'll buy the merchandise within the ground, all that sort of stuff.
How long has it been like that? Because when I was at secondary school, I always used to say that Arsenal will run like a business, in the sense that we never used to, in transfer windows, there'd always be one or two signings that we didn't make. But what you say about the club now, especially again speaking from an Arsenal fan's point of view, it's clear that they want a different sort of clientele. Those that you mentioned that are going to come for day trips and are more likely to spend money in the club shop and more likely to go on a tour than just your everyday match-going fan from 15, 20 years ago. How long has it been like that? Because to me as well, from a book that I read, Soccernomics, football clubs historically, they've never really... I know you said run like a business, and yeah, you need to be careful with money, but because the amount of money that they invest in players, owners could go and make so much more money elsewhere. Or is this just becoming like the Americanization of sport, that now more and more money is being pumped into the game, so more and more money is going to be taken out of it by said owners?
I mean, it's been a long time, but it seems like they're more focused on the business side of things. And don't get me wrong, you need to be, because otherwise you go bankrupt.
Well, you've got to keep your head above water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems now that they just want to get blood out of stone with the fans. They just want to get every last drop out of you, don't they? And they don't really care. Their product is entertaining, isn't it? Or winning games, winning matches. And it seems a lot of them don't even care about that product sort of thing. It's just like, this is what I mean about it being overhyped. And there's a lot of emphasis on the fear of missing out. Oh, you wasn't there. You didn't see that goal from there, but I was there. Big whoop. And what? I went onto YouTube and I saw it. Okay, you was there. Great atmosphere. Sean Locke, remember him?
Yeah.
And again, it's almost like, for me, for some people, it's like bragging rights. Oh, I was there, you wasn't. Well done.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
But that comes back to social media. That's a different
Yeah, I mean, that's a different animal as well. That doesn't help, does it? So,
No.
but...
Let's get into talking about...
Let's get some more oomph going!
Yes.
Huzzah!
Yeah!
It was a stone groove, my man.
Did you want to start? You mentioned about the clip that got taken down. We'll speak about the World Cup qualifying because that's the most recent football that's been played at the time of recording. Obviously, Premier League's back this weekend. And a few talking points to that later. We'll come to World Cup qualifying in a minute. You mentioned already, though, the clip that I put out. What did you want to say about it?
I just think you were spot on with when it came up on the scoreboard, whatever City want.
Yeah.
Because I remember I said at the time, the City equaliser or winner away at Wolves last season. It was a winner, wasn't it?
It was a winner, 95th minute. Because we disagreed.
We did disagree. You said it was a goal, and I said no, it was offside.
Yeah.
Because he was obstructing the keeper. Now, Liverpool had one ruled out against City in the recent game, which... If you want to play devil's advocate, you could argue more that he hasn't actually got in the way of the ball. Donnarumma can see the ball. He can see where it's going.
Yeah.
He's just not reached it.
Yeah.
However, for me, it's still offside because if the Wolves one's offside, then the Liverpool's one's offside. Yeah. Okay, but that's the double standard, isn't it? For City, no, it's a goal, but against City, no, it's offside.
Yeah, because for me,
but it also did stop Van Dijk from scoring, so you know.
And that's the thumbnail.
That's your thumbnail.
Hey, I'm in charge of the editing, so yeah.
All right, bitch Ben.
Thanks, Steve.
I recorded a podcast.
Oh, you cracked up at that reference last night. Very, very good.
My god, that was amazing. Absolutely brilliant. We should do Big Brother in here. No, we shouldn't. We'd lose our jobs. But that was brilliant. If ever you've seen Family Guy, where he clones himself and gives his character the name Bitch Stewie. Yeah, Ben said that about one of our dogs because he's a little bit deprived of oxygen from birth.
Is that reason? That's what you think. But you found it funny.
You seen him trying to get his Haughty on for the lead.
Well, he doesn't like it, so he just runs off.
He goes on the ground. He's like... Anyway, back to the Casual Fans Podcast.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Talking about the two offsides, Bernardo Silva last season against Wolves and the Robertson this season, the other week. To me, they're either both onside or they're both offside. That's like, we can disagree about whether we think they're both onside or offside, but they both interfered with play, or neither of them interfered with play. They're just, as you said, the double standard. Very slight different situations in that, as you mentioned, Donnarumma had a clear sight of the ball, but yeah, to give one as offside and then to give one as onside, it's just mass hypocrisy.
But then that also goes back to the standard of officiating, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a complete lack of consistency. And this is why people turn around and say they're corrupt.
Yeah, I know.
And it's hard not to argue against that when you see things like this, isn't it?
Because it was also the exact same referee as Chris Kavanagh. I know he wasn't doing VAR, but yeah.
Did the Lino give it on the pitch though?
After about 5 or so seconds, yeah. Van Dijk already started celebrating, but then he gave it as offside.
Fair enough.
But I think he give it as they gave the Bernardo Silva one as offside last season as well, because then they went to the
and then overruled it. Is that right? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. And again, that's what makes football a bit more boring as well, isn't it? Like, of all that sort of stuff, it's just like get rid of VAR, other than for fouls in the box, and just keep the goal line, and obviously the automated offside stuff. Everything else.
Well, more subjective decisions, what you're saying, or to try and take as
well. To go back there again, the Fulham disallowed goal at Chelsea.
Yeah, that was a joke. It's one of the worst ones at the scene.
Upon review.
Yeah, he called it reckless, as we said at the time. He called it reckless. He couldn't put his foot anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But good clip that I put out and got taken down because I may have used Sky's footage, but the point needed to be made that.
No, it was a very good point, and it was very quick. And I think you had 300,000 views, didn't you?
Got 300,000.
So Sky are struggling for a bit of money. Like the small podcast that we are, we can't be taking 300,000 views from Sky. That's diabolical. How dare you? How dare you take some revenue from them?
They needed that so they could buy the Europa League, rights to the Europa League and the Europa Conference League, not the Champions League though. What's all that about? You can't have two and not the Champions League. Champions League is going elsewhere.
Yeah, well, no one's going to watch it anyway.
Well, no.
Until it gets to the final.
It certainly feels like that, which, we'll come to towards the end of this episode. World Cup qualifying first. We'll start off with the point that you mentioned to me last night. Injuries on international duty. What did you want to say about, I think specifically England, more Arsenal focused as well.
Yeah, again, Arsenal focused. Arsenal podcast is coming soon.
Yeah, as we keep saying. But you can make the same point about other England players. For example, Harry Kane, who didn't really get much rest at all.
Yeah.
I think he played both games.
So, obviously, from an Arsenal point of view, and I don't really keep up with the internationals when it's on, so I'm just like, boring. But England have already qualified, finished first, guaranteed that spot. Am I correct in that thinking?
Yeah.
With these two games.
Yeah.
So why is he not playing his squad players or his fringe players? He's used Harry Kane, Declan Rice. I think Saka played the first one, came on in the second one. Eze played for a lot in both the games. He's got other players that they're talking about, like Jude Bellingham isn't getting in, and then he's starting and all that sort of nonsense talk. Those two games, you should be using your fringe players or your squad players, giving them a chance, giving them a go, giving them something to prove themselves. Because why are they going to get injured? You've qualified. If they get injured and they're out for a length of time, they could potentially miss out on the World Cup if it's a serious injury. you'll be complaining when the tournament comes round, end of the season, that your players are tired and they're not fit enough because they played too many matches. So why not give them a break? And that's not just Tuchel in England. That's probably goes for a lot of them. And I think really what they need to do now is the players' wages are paid by the clubs. We've got so many injuries this season. Like Arsenal alone, you could rattle off about 8 or 9 injuries, I think. They really need to do end of the season. That's when you have your qualifiers as a tournament, and then you're done for the summer. Then you start the season again. It's got to go that way.
Yeah,
like having all these international breaks here and there and picking up injuries. Like was it last season Odegaard got injured on international duty?
Yeah,
and was done like one of your key players. It's just nonsense.
This year. Gabriel this season, he done his thigh out for weeks. Could be out until January.
Yeah,
that's
only a couple of months away.
Yeah, I know, but
at time of recording,
in a friendly.
What a fantastic July.
Yeah, yeah, but no, it could be over here. But there was talk about, because I think that was Wenger's idea, wasn't it, about moving or condensing the international calendar towards, or in its own block at the end of the season. Yeah. I think we both supported it. Also, one for that reason, but two because it probably create a bit more focus and attention on it, that everyone's sort of concentrated on it for that period of time. It's not interrupting the domestic season.
And if you're missing football, you've still got a little bit extra, haven't you? Because I'm not being funny. When the Premier League's on, or your other sort of European leagues are on, no one wants the international breaks.
No. I don't know about the players themselves, but certainly not fans, because that's the running theme that goes on about on social media. You see all fans complaining. But next season, I think it's from next season, because of the World Cup in the summer, there's going to be 2 international breaks, not 3, as in at the start of the season, but one of them is going to be longer, over a 3-week period. So we're going to have 3 weeks without domestic football. So they are condensing it a little bit, or reducing the number of international breaks, but they're putting it, still interrupting the domestic season for it. So
why not delay the start of the domestic season then and have the international break at the beginning?
But I don't know what that international football is going to be for, unless it's just going to be purely for Nations League, because the World Cup would have been over.
Oh, Nations League is nonsense. That's just jazzed up friendlies.
Yeah, but you say that, but some international teams, because of where they finished in the last Nations League tournament, now have the chance to qualify for the World Cup. Sweden, for example, finished bottom of their World Cup qualifying group, but because they finished top of Group C, whatever they were in the Nations League, they've now got a chance to still qualify for the World Cup. I think Northern Ireland as well, that they play Italy in the first knockout.
In the semi-final, and then the winner plays Wales, the winner of Wales and Bosnia.
Yeah. And then qualify.
I wonder who'll get through.
You say that, but Italy haven't qualified for the World Cup since 2014. They should make it.
Oh, a bibbidi-bobbidi.
Sadness. Yeah. One team that is going...
It's no good. Sometimes maybe good.
Isn't he? He's manager of the Italian national team.
Is he?
Isn't he? I think he is. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google it just to find out.
This is the equivalent of a Family Guy cutaway, by the way, when Ben's Googling. Really? A cigarette? You got time for that? It's a long one.
That's a new Family Guy reference. Mm-hmm. Currently head coach of the Italy national team. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, one nation that is going there is going to the World Cup is Scotland. They qualified after a dramatic win over Denmark.
Did they? I've heard nothing about it.
You didn't see the goals until I showed them to you last night, though.
Yeah. No, I've seen it plastered all over the news for the last 2-3 days.
Yeah.
I'd like to quote Piers Morgan where he says about celebrating mediocrity. Like, everyone's a winner. If everyone's a winner, then no one's a winner, are they?
First tournament since 1998, though.
Yeah, that brings me to that story in 1998 of the World Cup. I've said it on here before, I'll say it on here again. Mum and Dad turned off the TV. We've got something to tell you, James and Natalie, Steve. Oh, what is it? You're going to have another little baby brother or sister. Can we put the football back on? You disrupted our football.
I would have done exactly the same as you did. Congratulations.
Great. Can you turn the footy back on?
Who was playing at the time?
I can't remember. Not Scotland. Can it not wait till half time? End of the match.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not Dad's decision to announce it then. Anybody wanting to watch football as well? No, I'm joking. Yeah. I mean, the goals were good, though, for Scotland against Denmark, especially McTominay's, how high he got his foot.
Well, Andy Gray lost his voice.
What? You going to do it? You going to give it the old tickaboo?
What? Tickaboo! Yeah. He did it 3 times.
He did, yeah. I wonder if he was answering his own questions as well.
The keeper's off his line. Can he beat him from halfway? Yes, he can.
Yeah. Best goal ever scored at Hampden Park? The only other one that comes to mind is Zidane's volley against Bayer Leverkusen.
Well, clearly you don't remember Henrik Larsson's for Celtic in... no, I don't know. I was just being clickbait. Yeah, it'll be Zidane's.
Oh, ahead of McTominay's?
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
That was a Champions League final against Bayer Leverkusen.
To get his nation to the World Cup.
And they'll only be there for 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, not that I can disagree with that, but let them celebrate it. Let them enjoy it.
Yeah, but they're celebrating and there's over-celebrating, isn't there? If Roy Keane was doing the punditry on that, it's like, imagine if they win anything. You remember when Villa stayed up? I think they got a result at Newcastle a couple of seasons... Well, more than a couple of seasons ago now.
West Ham on the last day of the season. Because they're all round the camera and round, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously Michael Richards was going, let them have their moment. And it's like, imagine if they ever win anything.
Yeah. But you know Scotland aren't going to win the World Cup because of the size of the nation and the quality of football. Yeah. But so can they not at least celebrate to get into the World Cup? I'm
not saying don't celebrate, but where's the celebration police of that? Jeez, like, you'd have thought they'd have won it. Oh, first time in, was it 28? So when they go, it'll be 28 years. First time in 28 years. Yeah. And, it'll be probably another 28 years before he gets the next one. So enjoy your 3 games. Like, go out there, support your team, and see you again in 28 years' time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that point because they're not getting out of the group.
Yeah, but what Scottish players you got coming through? What players do you have playing at top clubs? Don't get me wrong, McTominay's at Napoli and doing really well.
Yeah.
Who else in that team is at a decent level?
John
club?
McGinn. But
at Villa, yeah, okay.
I can't even say Tierney anymore because he's not at Arsenal. Not that he's playing at Arsenal. Although I will say that I was pleased for him to get the winner of the
lovely finish. Oh yeah, lovely finish. Great assist from the Denmark defender. Clear your lines.
Beautifully set for him. Yeah. Billy Gilmore is also at Napoli, but I don't think he was in the squad. Now you put me on the spot for
was
other
he at
Scottish
Brighton?
players. He was at Brighton. Yeah, came through Chelsea's academy.
Yeah.
Went to Brighton, and then is at Napoli. I don't know how much he's playing at Napoli or if he's injured because again wasn't in the squad. The rest, I want to say, all sort of either Championship or Scottish football, which is
the equivalent of the Championship. Well, Rangers and Celtics are the equivalent of the Championship. And Hearts. Yeah, but they're already slipping, aren't they? Martin O'Neill's come back and is bringing the good days. Interim manager. As soon as he comes in, they win 1, Hearts draw.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh, please, come on, Hearts, don't throw it away now.
Yeah,
it's yours to lose from here, Hearts. Yours to lose.
Were you going by the same standards for Arsenal? Of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, let's come to the Premier League because I only really wanted to talk about Scotland specifically because of the celebrations and the quality of goals that they scored. Actually, should also give a shout out to Ireland because did you see them beat Portugal and then also beat Hungary, or did you not pay much attention to it?
No,
Troy Parrott scored 5 goals in 2 games.
Who, sorry?
Troy Parrott.
Oh, good for them. So Ireland are at the World Cup as well, are they?
No, they finished second. They've got to come through the qualifiers still.
Have they got a semi-final or are they straight to a final?
No, it's all semi-finals. It's all semi-finals. Who did they get drawn against? I can't actually remember who they got drawn against. Either way, yeah.
I still remember 2002 where Robbie Keane scored the equaliser against Germany to make it a Desmond.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was to make it a Desmond. That was quality.
Was that the tournament? Or was
Japan,
that
Korea. No, the tournament.
Yeah.
Because Germany obviously went on to the final. Because that was we had them in the qualifying group. That's when we beat them 5-1 in Germany under
was
Sven.
Was that not a friendly?
No, that was qualifying.
Was it qualifying? I thought
we lost because we lost at home 1-0. Kevin Keegan then quit, resigned, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was Haman. He scored from a free kick from about 30 yards, beat Big Dave. And then, got a new manager in and we went out there and did him 5-1. That was qualifying.
Fair enough. I always thought it was a friendly for some reason.
No, it was qualifying. I'm sure
Makes
it was.
more sense now than why there's even more pride put on that result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No friendlies with Germany. Still, if England win it, it'll be a German World Cup, won't it?
All right, Harry over there.
It'd be quite funny if we did win it, though, that Germans then put another star on their shirt. Or half a star.
Why not? Why not? Let's come to the Premier League. Starting with Wolves, actually, before we come to Tottenham, because you already mentioned Rob Edwards. Can you explain to me why he joined a sinking ship from a buoyant one? Why he's gone to Wolves from Middlesbrough, clubs that are going in the opposite directions? You say that, The only explanation that has been given is he used to play for Wolves and local to Wolves. But is that a strong enough pull when you're doing well at a club that is looking like they could go up? Still very early on in the season, don't get me wrong. But they've given you a 3-year contract in the summer. All is settled.
Yeah. I don't think it's just that. And if he's gone there, he must have gone there under the provision of, if we get relegated, then you let me do the job to get you back up. Because he's a decent Championship manager. He did well at Luton first time he got in there. I know they got relegated last season. We got sacked halfway through, didn't he?
Yeah.
But then I do feel a little bit sorry for Middlesbrough, because I sort of think they've given you another chance, another roll of the dice. Yeah, you're doing well. You're showing what you can do. But I don't quite understand it either. Like, the problems there. And this is, with Wolves, they normally have a plan, don't they? And this is where now I think this will be their time to go down, unfortunately. I know I've said on the podcast the last 2 episodes, they start playing in November, they do this.
Yeah.
But normally they bring in someone who I haven't really heard of and then gets the job done, gets them playing again. I think this time they've panicked and they've gone, oh, he's doing well in the Championship, he knows us. I mean, he wasn't able to do it with Luton. It's still another step up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't quite understand it. I think it's we know we're going down. Don't get me wrong, they lost a couple of really big players in the summer as well, didn't they, Wolves?
You talk about lack of plan. Surely you know you're going to lose those players, and yes, it's going to be difficult to replace them with the same quality, but you could still go out and spend a little bit more money. No, you could try and bring in a better
maybe, but
player.
I don't know, because I don't run the football club. But they're still mucking around again with the goalie, aren't they?
Yeah.
So whether Edwards comes in and puts in Sarr again, that seems to be a big problem, because they're day and night, those two goalkeepers.
You say that, but how much of Wolves have you watched this season? Because when I put out the clip of you speaking about Wolves and added that bit onto the end, a lot of Wolves fans are saying, yeah, in previous seasons would have agreed with that point, but Sarr this season, as with the rest of the club, hasn't been good enough.
He might not have been good enough, but the quality's there over Johnston. That's it. Even to a casual fan, that's easy to see. There's a difference in quality between the two of them. And when you're flip-flopping and not giving people game time, and he's giving Johnston the game time now, isn't he? Over Sarr.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's just an opinion. Sorry, Wolves fans. West Ham fans might like me a bit more now.
Yeah, well, Wolves to me are gone.
Yeah.
The gap is too much. They don't have the quality in the squad. But joining them, I think, will be Leeds and Burnley for the same sort of reasons. That the quality in the squads, by comparison to the likes of Forest, who I know are down there at the moment, but have got a decent group of players there. And Daesh obviously knows his way around keeping clubs up. West Ham.
Get to the big man.
Exactly, big man up top, although Mateta's better than Chris Wood for that. And West Ham probably don't have as good, they don't have as good a squad as Forest, but Nuno, decent enough manager, and the fundamental point, they've got more quality than Burnley and Leeds. So unless those two clubs go out and invest a lot in January, Wolves can invest as much as they like, the gap's too big. I don't see any other way at the moment of then other than Wolves, Leeds and Burnley going down. Although that means, I did want to ask you a question about Leeds specifically. Do you think they'll have more of a chance of surviving with a new manager, or, as I've sort of made the point, does their squad lack quality regardless of who's in charge?
Depends who the new manager would be, really. Because you asked me at the start of the season, I just said he's been there twice in the Premier League and not done it.
Yeah. Because again, the counterpoint that Leeds put to that, which is fair enough, that when he was there with Norwich, they didn't invest anywhere near as much as Leeds have invested. But for all the investment Leeds have made, the squad still doesn't seem good enough.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah, exactly. Jack Harrison as well. Two players that were both struggling for Everton.
He was always there, wasn't he? But he went on loan for 2 seasons to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly.
But then those teams that he went on loan to didn't take up the option to sign him, so...
No, I know.
Which speaks volumes.
Exactly. And you saw when those two players were at Everton, yes, they survived, but they were always struggling down there. Chance Everton got to go and bring in the likes of Dewsbury Hall and Jack Grealish, who are a level above, potentially more levels above. They're now, or will now, be comfortably mid-table. So, yeah, that same point that we used to make. You sign players from clubs that are down there struggling towards the bottom of the league. What do you think is going to happen? The only reason why I asked that question specifically about Leeds and Daniel Farke is because a couple of the lads on TikTok that I follow, Leeds-related channels, saying that it feels like Farke is his time to go. But I think you could bring in a new manager, you wouldn't get a tune out of the players that he's got because they just don't have the quality. They're going to pick up odd results here and there.
Or a Big Sam.
I just don't think they're good enough unless they're going to go out and buy a lot of players in January.
Well, you heard it here on the pre-season one, didn't you? I said they weren't good enough. You said, It's something we can do on this podcast today that I've been wanting to do, actually. I've got the 442 magazine.
Yeah.
Talk about fans being deluded. Because obviously you've got the 442 prediction, and we're fans of. So we'll go through 20 teams if you want once we're done. Are you happy to do that? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to put it out as like a shorter 10-minute pod or whatever, but
Might just tag it onto this and I can always edit it afterwards. Yeah, the only thing you said about you saying that Leeds weren't good enough, I'm pretty sure I had the same 3 that came up to go down though.
Yeah,
so I didn't say Leeds to go down. Did you say?
I said Sunderland to start. I gave them the kiss of death, didn't I? Not at the moment. They're 2 points from safety. Even if I was up there and they scored a 96-minute equaliser against Arsenal, I was in the pool. Tell me you're from down south. Tell me from down south. Arsenal go 2-1 up. Trust. Yes. No, boys, just me. No, that's not how you use a pool cue.
Oh, funny. Yeah. Tottenham. Because at the time of recording, North London derby tomorrow, their away form has been so much better than their home form. But the last couple of home league games, Chelsea and United, especially against Chelsea, it was an abject performance. So, do you think... What are you going to say?
I said diabolical.
Yeah. For that reason, do you think Frank is under pressure, or is it still far too early?
I don't think he's under pressure from within the club, maybe from certain sections of the fan base. But I saw something on Football Focus talking about Tottenham, saying how they like to slow the game down and, you know, build up from the back and blah, blah, blah. I was watching that with Dad and I just said to him, I was like, well, tomorrow's going to be a boring game then. They like to slow the play down and we don't like to attack.
But that's what feels like
boring.
You said it when we were having the conversation at the start of this episode, talking about how, or development of tactics, that feels like that's what a majority of clubs seem to do at the moment. That's just the way the football has gone.
Dad was telling me, like, Thomas Frank on an interview was saying he was really pleased with his team for following the tactical plan and not shooting.
But you told me, because you saw his interview last season when he was Brentford manager, and the reason why...
That was during an international tournament. He was talking about that.
Oh, fair enough.
On the BBC panel.
But
as Brentford manager, yeah.
No,
sorry to interrupt.
No, it's right. Fewer shots outside the box. He doesn't like his team taking shots outside of the box because of the whole expected goals thing, that it's a far less likely chance to score a goal. And yes, of course, the data and stats back that up. But as Frank himself, I think you told me, said at the time as well, very occasionally, I'd argue more often than not, you kind of need that if you've been under the cosh a little bit, or just to get the crowd up, or because fundamentally football is about entertainment. You got a chance to shoot, hit it, have a go.
Well, all that says to me is they want to work the ball in the box, that perfect opportunity, right? Now, that tells me that if they can't work it into the box, they'd rather go all the way back to the keeper and start again.
Yeah.
Why? You have a shot, you might take a deflection, go in, you get a corner, you get something, you might get a handball. Like you say, football's about entertainment. You need to shoot. I'm not saying shoot from the centre circle, are we? But come on.
You don't win the raffle without buying a ticket.
Exactly. You know, what do you want? Tap-ins all the time? Are we playing basketball now or something?
But you could understand that point of view if Tottenham are playing free-flowing football and they're creating a lot of chances and they're getting in the positions if they're not shooting from outside the box. Say like City were a few seasons ago where they passed teams to death, but they'd get to the byline and cut it back and score.
Didn't they? Secret weapon.
Yeah.
I've seen a clip of some of his passing, by the way.
Levels, isn't it? Absolute levels. But when it's turgid and it's slow, and against Chelsea, they created absolutely nothing besides one Kudus shot that I think came from a Chelsea mistake. Do something to get the crowd up. Did you have anything to say about Xavi Simons as well, about his start? I know we spoke about him on the last episode, comparing, obviously, him to Eze.
Are we going to be speaking about him on the next episode? Bow. Sorry.
Is that you taking the piss out of me over there?
No. Well, he was at fault for the goal. I think he's not checked his shoulder. He could have turned out. There was loads of space. You can tell he doesn't want the ball. That's the problem. It's a lack of confidence. So he tried to play a pass back, didn't he, if I remember? And then it wasn't the best pass anyway.
Sold him short.
And then the Chelsea dad, was it Caicedo, picked up the ball, slotted in Pedro, who then scored. But I haven't watched the highlights. I don't know if that was spoken about or not. But he's lacking confidence and it's not helping himself. But it just, I know you said they got injuries, but I don't get how he's starting. He needs some time out. It's still early days, isn't it? Like we're 12 games in. He needs a bit more time. Come January, February, if it's still like this, then you're going to think, is it ever going to go for him?
You say that though, but he didn't start against Chelsea, did he? Bergvall picked up a concussion injury.
Sorry, he came on, didn't he?
Sub.
Bergvall got the ball in the face.
Yeah. Either way, it had to come off. Trevor Siemens came on, but what you said about lacking confidence, that was the clearest example. But there are other scenarios where he could have gone forwards or played forwards or tried a riskier pass or turned into space forwards, and he played back higher up the pitch. So
every time he gets the ball, I just think he's going to lose it, or he's not going to do what he needs to do with it.
Well, there was also
it's like they're playing with 10 players. Sorry, it's like they're playing with 10 men.
Has society had an impact on you?
No, I was thinking of Jesse Marsh. Yeah. They got 10 players.
Yeah, I mean, there was another example as well where he turned, I think he nutmegged Caicedo, and then Reece James came and took the ball off him because the whole lightweight thing. But lightweight, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Right, wrapping up. One question on the title race and then a tiny bit on the Champions League. But on the title race specifically, who do you think will be challenging for the league title this season?
Just City.
Yeah. Even though 4 points behind at the moment. Arsenal.
To quote Jim of the Gregs, after speaking to him after the Palace game, "You are so boring." Not you, Arsenal. Mm-hmm. We went to it. I was like, should have brought my son to this. He's trouble sleeping at night.
We can still turn it on in moments, though.
In moments, yeah. I don't know.
And when everyone comes back,
I'm not getting ahead of it. But that's the thing as well. Everyone's getting. This is what I'm talking about it being overhyped, though. Like, we was in the stadium, we've got, we're 7 points clear of Liverpool, 8 of City, or whatever it was at the time. It's like
October.
We're 9 games in, or whatever it was. It's like, yeah, exactly, October. Then you say about Gary Neville going, if Arsenal should win it from here. It's nonsense. Because we've gone and drawn at Sunderland, City win. Like, what, we're going to win every single game? We're not playing like that, but not anyway. But,
no.
And likewise, City aren't going to win every single game, but it's just like, all this, it's almost like panicking and worrying about it. Like, we're a few points ahead of it. Worrying March, April time, please. Like, just enjoy it. I mean, and I can't even enjoy it because they're boring.
Yeah, but how much of the game against Sunderland did you watch? Because first half was exactly that.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch much of it.
No, second half, we started playing a bit more quickly. We started playing forward, playing riskier passes.
Yeah, call me a hypocrite, but that's part of the reason why I'm not watching it, because there's a lot of matches like that where the first half's like that, and then maybe the second half we might turn it on. Liverpool, we waited for them to score until we turned it on.
Well, it was the same thing against Sunderland.
Manchester United away, we never turned it on because we scored early. Why? And again, take the game to teams, put the game out of bed, and then do your possession play or whatever else it was. I don't get it. It's not rocket science, surely. I don't know. But then you'll be crying about missed opportunities and all that sort of thing come the end of the season. Yeah. Drop me out.
We'll see what happens, innit?
I like doing this podcast with you, but I've become disillusioned with football again. I'm not going to lie. I'm just like, the football's like, it was international break last week, and I was just like, I'm not bothered with the international, but I'm not missing the Premier League either.
Well, from previous times that we recorded, I could kind of tell that you were sort of going that way, just based on the tone of things that you're saying or certain questions that I'd ask, and you'd be like, no, don't care.
Got no oomph.
Yeah, no oomph. Exactly.
Got no oomph.
Exactly.
It's you.
Yeah. No, but different interest in it is you want to be interested and captivated by what you're watching. The stuff off the pitch that you said about there being so much scrutiny and focus on it kind of kills it, because then it takes what is meant to be an escape or meant to be entertainment. Who's an
entertaining team to watch at the moment? I mean,
you have to. To me, you'd have to look abroad.
Oh no, so specifically Premier League. The Liverpool Villa game was entertaining, but Villa kept trying to play out from the back. I'd argue Villa are quite entertaining to watch. Brighton aren't too bad, are they? Bournemouth are probably the most entertaining team, but they're going for a bit of a. I don't know if it's fair to say a sticky patch, but I know the results haven't gone the way the performances have been the last couple of games. But other than that, Palace, that's not fair to say. That's unfair to not say Palace aren't entertaining. They're entertaining.
Sunderland are entertaining.
Are they entertaining, or do they get the job done?
I'd say they're entertaining because they play forwards.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't watch them too much, but
and they adapt.
Yeah. Very true. But they're a team that you could argue for them being boring and trying to nick a point and whatever. So, but yeah. But out of the top clubs, out of City, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, there's only one out of those that is really entertaining. That's Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah. But then define...
Just an opinion.
Define entertaining. What do you count as entertaining football?
Playing fast, free-flowing, attacking football.
Does that also?
I mean, Man United are really entertaining because they get battered.
Well, they did towards the start of the season, but then it can go either way.
Man United are doing what Arsenal done to Arsenal fans for years with the league, where it's like, we're improving.
Well, it's still inconsistent.
The 2-2 at Forest. Was it 2-2 at Forest?
It was 2 at Forest, yeah.
And then 2 at Spurs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A double Desmond, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, it's certainly better than they were towards the start of the season. But the reason why I asked about the point about...
There's signs of life there for them.
Yeah, of course. And improving from last season, which from the position that they were in, that's all you really want to see in my eyes, just improvement from season to season. The reason why I asked the question about entertaining specifically, because to me, of course, like fast, free-flowing football, attacking football, but you also, for the league to be entertaining, you want to see different styles. You want to see contrasting styles. That's why I find Sunderland quite entertaining, because depending on who they're playing against, for example, when they played Arsenal, they weren't afraid to go direct because they knew if they got the ball on deck and tried to outpass us, they were never going to win the game. It was, right, let's see if we can compete by going direct. Got the 2 goals from it. I find that quite entertaining because it's different styles, it's a different way of playing.
But they're suppressing the game, which some of the big clubs, and Arsenal do this, don't they? Like we just discussed what was on Football Focus. They slow the game down. It's just pass. We've got an opportunity to go forward. No, we'll go backwards. Why am I paying 60 quid a ticket to go and watch that?
Don't know.
There you go. And on that sour note...
Yeah.
I don't know, do you want to end it, or do you want me to do the magazine? And
No, go on, do the magazine. Do the magazine. The thing specifically?
We'll call this segment The Delusion of Football Fans.
Are you going to read me what certain football fans have been saying, basically?
No, just their league predictions. So, where they think they're going to end up. Let's have a look. Because it does quite make me laugh. Right, let's have a look. Arsenal fans. So this is what the view from the stands in the 442 magazine. They asked them loads of questions.
And this was done before the season started.
Oh yeah, this is all done before the season started. So, where did 442 have them off? I'll have a look in a minute. Where does it say where they think they'll finish? Ah, right, it's right there. Right, excellent. Arsenal fans will finish first. It's time. 442 verdict. Third.
That's based on form last season, though, isn't it?
Yeah, just taking everything into account.
Yeah, of course.
Villa will finish back in the Champions League with a trophy in the cabinet. So he's not actually tied himself to a position. 442 verdict, 6th.
They've got a decent chance in Europa League as well. That's probably why they've said trophy.
Yeah. Bournemouth. This is someone who's more realistic, and I actually think more pessimistic. We'll finish 12th. There's a lot of work for Iriola to replicate last season.
Yeah, but based on... Because it's trying not to take into account everything that we've seen, but at the start of the season, when they've lost the back four...
Think from the start of the season.
Yeah, no, of course.
And again, I think that was quite balanced.
Yeah.
442, 10th.
Yeah, fair enough.
You wait till you get to some of them. Some of them are really good. Brentford, 10th. And surprise a few people who expect us to be relegated. Well, you're surprising me at the moment.
Yeah, but mid-table...
They've done all right, though.
They've
bear
done
in mind,
right,
I thought they was going to be really struggling.
Yeah, we both
haven't shown sign of that at the moment, have they? They've sort of broken the mould a little bit, to be fair.
Stats and data.
So they said 10th, 442, 16th.
Whee! I think we had them down there as well.
Did I have them relegated? No. I might have put them relegated, maybe, based on that theory.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Brighton will finish 7th. 442, 8th. So, yeah, not too bad.
Bit high.
Burnley will go 18th. So, still relegated.
Is that what they said?
18th. I predict all 3 promoted sides will go back down again. Well, 442, 20th.
Yeah.
Chelsea will finish 4th again. 442, 5th.
That's both realistic so far.
Palace will finish 10th to 12th. And 442 have gone 11th because they don't break into the top half of the table.
I've only done it once, wasn't it? Last season, that was 10th.
Yeah, but survival.
Yeah,
what have I said on this programme?
Have a decent crack at the Europa Conference League.
Just survive. They won the FA Cup. They're going to go down in history.
Yeah.
Just survive every season. That's your... Doesn't matter where you finished last season. You just need to focus on survival.
And dream of a team of Joel Wards while you're at it.
Oh, Number 1,
Joel Ward.
What? Everton. Everton. We'll finish 9th. 442, 14th.
Yeah. Behave, lads.
Fulham will finish 11th, and 442 have said 12th. Leeds.
This would be a good one.
Will finish 16th.
16th, 16th.
And 442, 18th. Liverpool, let's have a look. Will finish as champions again. The Club World Cup will take its toll on Chelsea and Manchester United, and we know Arsenal aren't up to the task when the going gets tough. 442 had them as first. To be fair, we put them as first of their signings as well, didn't we? So, City will finish first, I think, said the fan. 442 verdict second. Man United, let's have a look. Will finish 8th. If it clicks for Amarin, who knows what will happen. If not, we could be in big trouble. And 442 went 9th.
Yeah, that's realistic.
Newcastle will finish 5th. 442 4th.
They're struggling at the moment
They are
in
struggling.
the league. Champions League, they're doing really well, but
I mean, if he doesn't start picking up results in the league, soon they'll be going, oh, get hell out, etc., etc. Which I don't agree with, by the way, in the slightest.
The job that he's done, and
having to replace Isak and all that sort of thing. Nottingham Forest, ready? We'll finish 10th. 442, 13th.
At least they didn't put them really close to the top 4 again.
Sunderland will finish 17th after an almighty struggle. 442 verdict, 19th.
Definitely breaking the mould at the moment. I'm looking forward to West Ham, see what West Ham has to say.
West Ham! Spurs will finish 8th, and 442 have put them at 7th. West Ham.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, this is why you need to stay in the league. You're hilarious. We'll finish 10th. But 442 said 15th.
Yeah.
Wolves, 14th. 442, 17th. And that should be all of them, shouldn't it? So it is quite funny. Some of those fans, deluded.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you've got Liverpool, Arsenal and City all going, yeah, we'll win.
Yeah. Got to back your club. Not that either of us said that Arsenal would win the league at the start of the season. Although I might have said, just to be different from you, but I thought Liverpool would win the league.
With the signings Liverpool made and only losing Alexander-Arnold, I thought they can only kick on from last season, but obviously it's too many and the squad needs to chill. They still could do it, couldn't they? Let's be honest. I mean, I've lost 5 now, but they could still do it. No one's running away with it, are they?
Not at the moment, no. Obviously closest to doing that is Arsenal, but we've got a couple of tough games coming up. And
we can't run away with it.
It's still November. It's when it gets into the new year and games start coming thick and fast and Champions League progressing there. Yeah. Plus Liverpool will probably go out and buy a player or two because they definitely need another centre-half in January to provide more depth there. Whether they do anything else, we'll see.
Who knows? Who knows?
Nice way to end, though, to see the delusion of football fans. We're all deluded in our own little way.
Yeah.
Some more so than others. West Ham. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
See, it's Ben that's gunning for you. I told you, Matt's right. It's all scripted. He tells me to hate on West Ham. It's not me, it's him. Have a word with him.
Yeah, nah.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Great film.
And dream of a team of Joe Wards.
West Ham, really? Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. For those that are watching, listening, do the usuals, like, comment, subscribe, follow, etc., etc.
Criticise, slate, threaten.
Maybe not the last one.
It happens.
Yeah. Not as much as other things, but make sure he knows where he is. That's the most important. And yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah. You shall hear us. It's in a nice July afternoon. You shall hear us on the next one. Thank you very much.
Which will be soon.